Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm visiting a friend, and we just want to take you through what we are gonna do. We are gonna barbecue. The weather is nice, so we're gonna sit outside and barbecue and have some good time. These are my friends here, and we want to enjoy, so we want to take you through. Anyway, what we normally do now, we have longer days. If I can explain a little bit, we have longer days. That means that we have few hours with darkness, and therefore we spend a lot of time outside. So most of the time, if you visit somebody during this time, is you barbecue, you sit outside, you talk. You know, this is the best time. Many people are outside now, more than like in winter. People are more inside. So yeah, it's not so warm. It looks like there's sun and everything, but it's a bit chilly also. Still spring, so I think it's their first time barbecuing out this season, so we have to do a little bit of cleaning. We remove, some stuff, we have to clean before we start cooking. Anyway, so I was telling you that it's longer hours. So this time we can do, the day starts very early by 4 o'clock. The sun is up, and the sun sets about, right now I think it sets about 10:30. So by 10 or 10:30, that's when a little bit darkness starts to come in, but we are moving into May, June, where we almost doesn't have darkness at all. So when we barbecue, we do salad, and I'm gonna cut some salad, and then we're gonna barbecue some stuff. So what do you do when you visit your friends wherever you are? Do you barbecue like we do? In Kenya we cook warm food. Here, barbecuing is like warm food, but you have salad, you have ice cream, you have barbecue, you have different things that you can do together. My plan today is that we barbecue a little, and I don't want to spoil the video for you, but I'm gonna do 3 activities in one day, so this is interesting. So join me. Anyway, as I said, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody who have subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for liking, for the likes that I got on the previous video. But you guys, I've been getting some response in my inboxes. I don't know whether you don't want to comment. It's okay, you can comment, you can leave me a comment on my video, so that others can also learn, so others can also appreciate, or maybe help me answer some of the questions. But I find some of the questions very interesting, so I'm making a list of all the questions that I've got. I've gotten a question of how did I come to where I am, where do I live? It's Europe, yes, but where do I live and how did I come there? I've gotten a question of what is our major food, being that I'm from Kenya and our staple food is ugali, so they were wondering what is the staple food here. And then I've got a question of how do you survive if winter is long? and I've gotten a question of what kind of activities do we do to what was it? It was like what kind of activity? Maybe I check in my inbox again, but it was like roughly what kind of activities do we have, and if do we go out, do we go, like Kenya, there's a lot of clubbing and things like that and stuff like that. So I will answer that, and then yeah, we are still continuing with cutting. And then I had a question that I was thinking that I need to elaborate. I was asked, how do we make money? Because apparently somebody wrote me, yeah, people who come from abroad have a lot of money, so how do you make money? I think I'm gonna do a video on that. That was a very good tips, by the way. Thank you. Yourself, whoever sent me the inbox. I wish you could have just commented on the video. And then lastly, the video, the another comment that I found interesting, I think it was what are the culture changes from Kenya? What are the culture differences from Kenya and where you are? What are some of the things you experienced when you moved there? I think that is a capital of itself, and I have amazing stories to tell on how the first times I was here, things that I learned, things that people do here differently, and I think that was so interesting. And there's one specific one that maybe I tell you now. What was it? Okay, let me tell you about the culture differences. As you watch the barbecuing, there's not so much to explain. We're just doing some pork and some hot dogs and a cheeseburger, and then we will eat it with the salad that I was cutting, and you'll see as we go. But I can tell you the story of some of the things that the culture changes that I found here when I moved over. So I've stayed here over some many years. First is language. They don't use English. So I remember one time when I came and I started like plaiting hair. I can do hair, and I visited a Ugandan family, and they told me, you're still new here. Your English will be spoiled after some time. So when your English is this good, it means you've not stayed in this country for long. And I was like, how is that possible? Anyway, I am yet to attest to that. I don't know. I still believe I have good English, even though sometimes I lack words because I'm used to this language. But anyway, that was I was like, hey, how can somebody say like that? They said, yeah, when we moved here we were speaking very good English, but nowadays the language has affected our English because we only speak that language everywhere, blah blah blah. Anyway, that was a minor one, but at some point I was thinking like, I wouldn't want my English to be spoiled. Nah. Anyway, and you see, I've just said nai, which means no. Anyway, the traveling, public transport, that was a shocker. When I was going to the language school, one day I was I sat in this, they have the system here is so on time, like if your bus is going at 10 or 8 or whatever, it will be there, whether whether people are full in it or not, it will pass. So my first times here, I was not driving. Of course, I was doing public transport, and then I came in the morning, and then there were so many, of course, children going to school, taking bus as me, and then I went in, and there was this kind of, I would say, elderly woman. At that time, I would say At that time, I would say an old woman, but an elderly woman was standing, and there was this kids, youth sitting, and there was available place. So I went and sat, and I was like feeling bad. I was fresh from Kenya. I was thinking I can't sit while this old woman is standing. So I kind of stood up and told her, kindly have my seat. And she looked at me with that bombastic side eye. She didn't say much, but she looked at me in a manner that suggested, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then I said, no, it's okay, I will stand. I'm still very respectful in my voice. I'm like, it's okay, you can sit. And then she told me, no, I don't want to sit. Just sit. And then I was like, okay. So I sat down, and then I later asked why did I offer my seat for this woman and she was not willing to sit on it. And then I actually asked that at school, and then they told me, they feel as if you are actually telling them they are old. And then some people stand because they want to stand, because it's a part of exercise. So when you offer a seat like that, it's kind of rude because you're telling them they are too old to stand. And that's why that woman refused to sit. And I was like, no, where I come from, our culture is like you can't sit down when an elderly person gets into a bus. And therefore was just offering as a kind of gesture, a kind gesture, a respectful way. And she said, no, don't ever do that unless you see somebody who is sick and the bus is full and you're offering, and you kind of ask, would you like to sit? But don't just stand up and like ordering them to sit down if they're standing. So that was a lesson learned. Wanna do some shopping? Shopping. Across the border. I'm going to that place over there. I'm at a different place now. We've eaten, and then I drove across the border to do some shopping. So I'm just finding out what I need to buy, what we need to buy. But I don't know. I want to take you with me to the shopping mall and just to see around and enjoy this with me. So yeah, let me take you around with me and then you enjoy. Yes, it's not so much that I'm gonna buy, but be with me. Come with me. Come. So I'll show you around. Good evening, guys. Right now I'm at the beach. I'm at the beach. Life is good, eh? It's in the evening. Oof, the sun is still up. I'm at the beach. Yes. Just want to take a walk. Look at that. The water is a bit low. Yeah. The sun is still up. It's about 7 p.m. I'm going over this bridge. I'm taking a small walk. You know, walking is healthy, as I see around. There's some people coming ahead. It's a nice place. In the nature. And I'm having fun. Don't look at me. Hey! Don't look at me. Don't come here. Somebody wants to disturb my video, and I'm not showing that person. Eh? So I am somewhere that makes me happy. Let me show you. Are you ready? Oh, somebody wants to sleep in the forest. Yeah, and it's gonna be a beautiful evening watching the sunset. Look at that. Somebody is riding a boat. Yeah. Somebody's riding a boat. And some people want to swim. I wouldn't do that. The water is cold. No, I think they're fishing. And then somebody's fishing somewhere there. Over there. This is gonna be a good evening. Let's see, where are these people going? It looks like kids. From here henceforth, yeah, I think those were teenagers, not kids, but teenagers. Anyway, this is I want us to enjoy a good, cool evening. As I told you, I was gonna do 3 things today. So first, I was visiting a friend where we ate some barbecue and drinks and things like that. Then I went to do some shopping over the border to another country. And now I'm back at the beach because I wanted to catch the sunset, and there's no better place than being here. So a lot of activities. I'm not zooming so much, especially when I was showing you the fishing and the people who wanted to swim. And even now you can see some people. I can't do that because I don't want to take somebody in my video without their knowledge. So I'm just showing you what is happening around. But let me tell you, if you want some quietness, if you want just to, like here, I'm just sitting and catching up, trying to read some things, some comments, and just catching up what's happening on Facebook or there. Sometimes I just bring my book and then I like something to sleep on and just sit by the beach and read my book. But now I was just catching the sunset as I was listening to my music, and it's cool. So let's listen to this cool music as we guys, that was my evening, a day well spent, I think, according to me. And I really appreciate the support that I've received from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed and has viewed and left likes. The comments, I see my friends leaving comment on my inbox on Facebook. Please feel free to leave a comment here, and I'm putting up like a list of things you guys have suggested in my inbox. And don't be afraid, don't be shy, just put a comment and I'll tackle it, I'll reply, and I really appreciate. Thank you everyone for being with me. Thank you very, very much, and please continue to subscribe, like, share, and see you soon on the next video.